Hello, this is Alexander Green, Chief Investment Strategist with the Oxy Club. And today I'm going to talk about how the shenanigans in Washington and politics and even NFL football can affect your investment returns. I want to begin by saying that I've been watching the NFL playoffs, as I'm sure a lot of you have. And it always amazes me when a receiver who's wide open gets hit right in the hands, right in the chest with a ball from the quarterback, and he drops it. You stop and you think, how can these professional athletes who spent their lives doing this and are the best in the world at it drop a pass that you or I could catch? And the reason is, and you can see this always in the slow motion replay, they take their eyes off the ball at the last second. They're afraid they're going to get hit and tackled, and they take their eye off the ball just for an instant and they drop it. And this is exactly what happens with so many investors. They take their eye off the ball. And it's very easy to do in the world of investing because there's a lot of distractions, a lot of things happening in the world. And what's happening in Washington is one of those things. It's very important to know what's happening in the world, but it's also important not to let the shenanigans in Washington, which are nonstop. I don't care who's in power, whether we have united government, divided government. There are always things happening in Washington. It's gotten a lot of attention. We went through this crazy process of getting Kevin McCarthy confirmed as Speaker of the House. I think the whole world was looking in amazement at that. And now we've got the debt ceiling coming up, and there's a lot of politics surrounding that. My own take is the United States is not going to default on its treasury obligations, or if they do, as they did once before, it'll be very short-lived, and then the world will go on. So if you start managing your portfolio based on someone's predictions about what's going to happen in Washington, you can take your eye off the ball so easily. So remember, what's important is A, your asset allocation, how much you have in stocks and bonds. A typical asset allocation is 60% stocks, 40% bonds. B, what your criteria are for the stocks that you own. You should know what the earnings are, what the projected earnings are going to be, and that's because share prices follow earnings. If you're buying a company that has declining earnings, you expect the share price to continue declining as well. And then, of course, you want to have a sell strategy in place. You never want to buy something and just hope that it goes up. And even if it does go up, then what do? Oxford portfolios, we generally use either a trailing stop, which allows you to cut your losses and let your profits run, or we rebalance, as we do with our Gone Fishing portfolio. Or within some of the portfolios, like our 10 Baggers of Tomorrow portfolio, we change only when there's a fundamental deviation in the outlook of the business. And then we would sell generally at market. So that's the key here is the politics will never end, unfortunately, or fortunately, if you're a political junkie. But don't let it affect your investment decisions, because the market has done very well under Democratic administrations and Republican administrations, with united government, divided government. Over the longer term, we know that businesses increase their profits and share prices follow earnings. So don't be distracted by the clown show in Washington. Well, that's it for today. Again, this is Alexander Green with the Oxy Club and Liberty Through Wealth. To subscribe to this channel, just click on the button below, and I look forward to speaking to you again soon.